Stop scrolling. What I am about to show you could be the difference between barely passing and absolutely dominating this year. Right now, thousands of students are studying for hours, but getting nowhere. They're exhausted, frustrated, and watching their grades slip. But here's what they don't know: the top 1% of students aren't working harder. They're playing a completely different game. And in the next 8 minutes, I'm going to reveal the exact 5 habits that separate average students from academic champions in 2026. Look, I know exactly how it feels. You spend hours reading the same pages over and over. You highlight everything. You make notes. You stay up late grinding. But when exam day comes, your mind goes completely blank. It's like everything you studied just vanishes. But here's the truth nobody else telling you: being a better student has nothing to do with studying harder. It's not about pulling all-nighters. It's not about being naturally smart. And it's definitely not about having a perfect memory. It's about 5 simple habits. These aren't complex strategies or secret tricks. They're simple daily actions that, when stacked together, completely transform how you learn, how you remember, and how confident you feel walking into any exam. These habits have already helped thousands of students double their grades without doubling their study time, cut their stress in half, and actually start enjoying the learning process. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete roadmap. Not theory, not fluff, just practical steps you can implement today to become the student you've always wanted to be. So let's dive in. Welcome to Infinite Mindset Power, where we don't just study harder, we evolve smarter. First up, strategic daily planning. Here's a harsh truth: most students don't fail because they can't study. They fail because they have no idea what to focus on. Think about it. Studying without a plan is like trying to build a mansion without blueprints. You're busy. You're moving. You're working. But you're building nothing. That's why strategic planning beats random studying every single time. Here's exactly what to do. Start each day by writing down 3 to 5 critical tasks. Each task must move you closer to your academic goals, and they must be crystal clear and specific. No vague statements. Don't write, "Study math." That's garbage. Your brain has no idea what that means. Instead, write, "Complete Chapter 5, Problems 1 through 20. Or review and master quadratic equations for 30 minutes. Or create flashcards for 15 biology terms. See the difference? Clear tasks create clear action. And here's the secret weapon: top-performing students don't study longer. They study smarter. They always attack the subjects that give them the biggest results first. They never waste energy on low-priority busy work. They focus on what actually moves the needle. And here's the magic: when you plan your day, your brain relaxes. You're not trying to remember everything. You're not overwhelmed. You know exactly what to do next. That clarity reduces stress, sharpens focus, and makes learning faster and more effective. This is the difference between being busy and being effective. Next, let's talk about active learning, not passive consumption. Let me ask you something. Do you study by reading textbooks quietly and watching lectures? If yes, stop right now. Because passive learning is a trap. Passive learning is like watching someone ride a bike and expecting to ride perfectly the next day. You might understand it in the moment, but your brain never learns how to actually use the information. Active learning is different. Active learning means your brain is involved, not just present. Here's what active learning looks like. Teach the topic to someone else, even if it's your pillow, your wall, or your pet. Summarize the lesson in your own simple words. Use flashcards to test yourself. Answer practice questions without looking at your notes. Create mind maps and diagrams from memory. The science behind this is powerful. When your brain struggles a little to recall information, your memory becomes stronger. This is called the retrieval effect. The effort of pulling information from your brain is what makes it stick. For example, instead of reading a history chapter 3 times, which is passive, read it once. Then close the book and explain the main events out loud in your own words. That's active. The result? You understand the topic more clearly, you remember it for longer, and you study in less time. Third, intelligent breaks, or the Pomodoro power. Here's a lie most students believe: studying longer means getting better results. Wrong. Dead wrong. This is a trap that destroys productivity. The human brain is not designed for endless focus. When you study nonstop, your attention drops dramatically, your memory gets weaker, and your stress levels skyrocket. More hours do not equal better learning. Quality beats quantity every single time. That's why smart students use structured breaks. The Pomodoro Technique is one of the most powerful. Study intensely for 25 to 50 minutes. Then take a 5 to 10 minute break. Repeat. But here's the critical part. During your break, don't scroll social media. That drains you. Instead, move your body, walk, stretch, do jumping jacks. Step outside for fresh air. Take deep breaths. Drink water and hydrate. Why? Because this break isn't wasted time. Your brain uses this moment to organize what you just learned and store it properly in long-term memory. Even small breaks make a massive difference. Students who take strategic breaks feel less overwhelmed, stay more energized, and remain motivated to tackle difficult subjects. Think of breaks as a recharge for your brain. A tired brain forgets fast. A refreshed brain learns fast. Our fourth habit is optimizing your study environment. Most students massively underestimate how much their environment controls their focus. A noisy room, a messy desk, constant phone notifications, these aren't small distractions, they're focus killers. Even if you desperately want to study, your environment keeps pulling your attention away. That's why you need a dedicated study space. Not your bed, not the couch. A specific place that your brain associates with work and focus. Here's how to build the perfect study environment. Choose a quiet location, like a library or a designated study corner. Keep it clean and organized. Clutter creates mental chaos. Remove anything that doesn't help you study. Keep only essentials on your desk: books, notes, and water. Put your phone on silent or in another room. This sends a powerful signal to your brain. It's time to work now. No distractions. No excuses. But environment isn't just physical. The people around you matter too. Surround yourself with motivated, disciplined students, even through online study groups or communities. When you see others staying focused and working hard, it pushes you to level up. Remember, focus is contagious. Energy is contagious. Discipline is contagious. In 2026, the environment you choose will play a massive role in your academic success. Choose wisely. The fifth and final habit is daily reflection, the growth accelerator. Learning isn't just about doing more work. It's about getting better every single day. That's the difference between average students and exceptional ones. Here's what exceptional students do every night. They spend just 5 to 10 minutes reflecting on their day. Ask yourself 3 simple questions. What did I accomplish today? What worked well for me? And what can I improve tomorrow? That's it. 3 questions. 5 minutes. But this tiny habit is transformational. Why? Because it turns mistakes into lessons. It turns effort into measurable progress. Instead of feeling bad about what went wrong, you learn from it. Over time, something powerful happens. You start noticing patterns. You understand when your focus is strongest. You discover which study methods actually work for your brain. You identify which subjects need more attention. You see yourself improving in real time. Here's the truth. The most successful students are not perfect. They're consistent. They try, they fail, they reflect, they adjust, and they try again. By building this habit, you're not just preparing for exams, you're learning how to learn. And in 2026, this is one of the most valuable skills you can possibly have. Let's be real. Being a better student in 2026 is not about studying 12 hours a day. It's about doing the right things consistently. It's about planning strategically so you focus on what actually matters, learning actively instead of memorizing blindly,